The introductory class is about nucleus. In the first section, we are discussing about these topics. First one, atomic mass unit. His simplified form is AMU or U, unified mass. What is that? You know that mass of an atom is very small. Similarly, the mass of subatomic particles, mass of a nucleus, etc. is very small. So, in order to express the mass of these small things, a small unit is used, which is called atomic mass unit or unified mass. The definition of atomic mass unit is that 1 AMU. In atomic mass unit, 1 AMU is actually the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope. Mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope divided by 12. That means 1 AMU is 1/12 the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope. Let's see what is its value in kilogram and gram. For that, we know that the mass of 1 mole of atom is its gram atomic mass. That means mass of 1 mole carbon 12 is equal to its gram atomic mass, which is 12 gram. It is 12 gram. 1 mole of any substance consisting of Avogadro number of that particle. So, mass of 1 mole of carbon 12 consisting of Avogadro number of carbon 12 atoms. Therefore, the mass of, this means that the mass of 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 carbon 12 atoms is equal to 12 gram. 12 gram. From this, what is the mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope? Mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope is equal to 12 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. 10 raised to 23. Then put this value in 1 AMU. Then 1 AMU is equal to 1 by 12 into 12 divided by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. 12 cut. Then what is value? 1.6.02 into 10 raised to 23 gram. On dividing the values given by 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24, 10 raised to minus 24 gram. And in kilograms, value is given by 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. See, it is very small mass. So please remember that the mass of atoms, subatomic particles and nucleus are expressed in terms of AMU. If you convert this AMU into gram or kilograms, scale, it will equal to 1.66. Single 10 raised to minus 24 gram. So please note that by dealing with this much small amount of mass is very difficult. So for simplicity, we use AMU scale. And then we are going to, what is nucleus? What is nucleus? Nucleus is actually discovered by the Rutherford during his alpha particle scattering experiment. And during that experiment, Rutherford found that mass of all atoms are concentrated in a very small positively charged center, and he called that center as nucleus. So actually the nucleus is the center of any atom, and which is positively charged, and its size is very small compared to the size of the atom. Then what are the constituents of this nucleus? This nucleus consisting of a positively charged protons. Nucleus consisting of positively charged protons. So the charge of proton is actually the charge of nucleus. Nucleus have positive charge. Then this nucleus consisting of chargeless, which means neutral neutrons. These are the components of a nucleus. Any nucleus consisting of these two components. This number vary according to the atoms. Different atoms consisting of different protons and different neutrons. So different nucleus have different positive charges. And these protons and neutrons are collectively called nucleons. That means the constituents of nucleus are collectively called nucleons. The mass of whole nucleons is called nuclear mass. Nuclear mass. What is nucleus? Nucleus is the center of an atom, and the constituent of nucleus is protons and neutrons, which are collectively called nucleons. The mass of nucleus is called nuclear mass. It is actually the mass of nucleons. Okay. See, what is the mass of it? It will help you to know the value of this constituency. Mass of proton is equal to 1.6726 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. On converting into unified scale or atomic mass scale, it is equal to 1.00727 U. Then the mass of neutron is equal to it's 1.6746 into 1.6749 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. So neutron is slightly heavier than proton. On converting into the atomic mass unit, the AMU scale, it is equal to 1.00866 U. So this is the mass of one proton and this is the mass of one neutron. Very small. So see, these are the constituents of any nucleus. The mass of proton is same for all protons inside a nucleus, and the mass of proton is the same for all atoms, and it does not vary with atomic number. Next, how we can represent an atom. If X is the symbol of an atom, then its atomic number is Z, which is right here, and its number of nucleons is represented here, which is represented by the letter A. So X is the symbol of atom. X is the symbol of atom, and Z is called the atomic number. Z is the atomic number. And A is the number of nucleons. Number of nucleons is called, that means number of protons plus number of neutrons, which is called mass number. Example, see, calcium, whose symbol is Ca. Its atomic number is 20 and its mass number is 40. Okay. Then there are certain informations from this data. Atomic number is actually the number of photons. Number of photons. It is equal to the number of electrons. Number of electrons if the atom is neutral. If the atom is neutral, atomic number is also equal to the number of electrons, because neutral atom means no charge, which is made by equalizing the number of protons and the number of electrons. If the atom gets charged and that charge is obtained by the imbalance in the number of protons and the number of electrons, and here the imbalance is made by increasing or decreasing the number of electrons, there will no change in the number of protons. Then mass number is actually the number of protons and number of neutrons. Number of neutrons, which is number of nucleons. Okay, so A is equal to number of protons, which is actually the atomic number Z, plus number of neutrons. From this, number of neutrons is given by A minus Z. A minus Z is not equation. So here 20 is the atomic number of calcium, which means it consists of 20 protons inside its nucleus. If the calcium is neutral, it is consisting of 20 electrons outside the nucleus, that means in the shells. Then 40 is its mass number, which means it consisting of 20 protons and 20 neutrons. Neutron is given by 40 minus 20. So 20 neutrons plus 20 protons and 20 neutrons. Mass number is 40. Okay, so this is the method to represent an atom. Next, atom is very small. Then the the size of the nucleus very small compared to that of total atom, compared to the size of total atom. Let us determine the size of nucleus, which means the radius of nucleus. How can we estimate the size of a nucleus? The size of every nucleus not same. The nucleus consisting of protons and neutrons. The number of protons and neutrons vary with atoms. So therefore, the size of nucleus also vary with atomic number, that means vary with atoms. Different nucleus has different size. Actually, that means the volume of a nucleus is actually depends on, directly proportional to the number of nucleons inside the nucleus. If the nucleus is considered to be spherical, the radius of nucleus is taken as R. Then volume of nucleus should be proportional to, volume of nucleus is proportional to mass number. As mass number increases, volume also increases. As mass number decreases, volume decreases. So bigger, the nucleus of bigger atoms is heavier, and the nucleus of smaller atoms is lesser. Then we consider that the nucleus is circular in shape, spherical in shape. Then volume of the nucleus is given by 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is proportional to A. A is the mass number. Surely 4, 3 pi r constantly, then r cube is proportional to A, or r is proportional to A raised to 1 by 3. The radius of any nucleus is proportional to the cube root of a mass number. From this, R is equal to a constant R0 into A raised to 1 by 3. So this is the equation to find out the size of a nucleus, that means the radius of a nucleus. See here, R0 is the constant, then what is the value of that R0? For that, consider what happens if A is equal to 1. If A is equal to 1, R is equal to R0, which means R0 is the radius of a nucleus whose nucleon number is 1. That means whose mass number is equal to 1. The nucleus with the mass number is equal to 1 is actually the nucleus of hydrogen, that means proton. Then R0 will be the radius of a proton, and it is known, and its value is given by 1.2 femtometer, means 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Then this equation becomes R is equal to 1.2 into A raised to 1 by 3 Fm. Okay, and this is the equation to find out the radius of any element, radius of any nucleus of any atom. Then, from this we can find out an important equation. Suppose there are two nuclei. The radius of one of the nuclei is R1 and its mass number is A1. The radius of second nucleus is R2 and its mass number is A2. From this equation, we can write R1 is equal to R0, which is constant for all nucleus, A raised to A1 raised to 1 by 3. Okay, then R2 is equal to R0 into A2 raised to 1 by 3. Isn't it? Okay. Then from this, what is R1 by R2? R1 by R2 is actually A1 by A2 all raised to 1 by 3. So by far knowing any three of this value, we can easily calculate the fourth quantity. And it's an important relation between the size of the nuclei and the mass number of nuclei. The next day, our aim is to find out the density of nucleus. Density is given by density is equal to mass by volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. Then surely the density of nucleus is equal to the mass of nucleus by volume of nucleus. Mass of nucleus by volume of nucleus. Volume of nucleus. For that, to find the mass of nucleus, consider small letter m be the average mass of nucleon. Average mass of nucleon. That is average mass of proton and neutron. Individual mass of proton and neutron is different and its average mass is given by 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Okay. Then to find out the volume of the nucleus, volume is actually 4 by 3 pi r cube, because nucleus is considered to be spherical. Then V is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into, in the previous section, we discussed that the size of the nucleus R is equal to R0 into A raised to 1 by 3. Then R cube is equal to R0 cube A. Then here R cube is R0 cube into A. Then the density, which is O, is equal to mass. Mass is actually M into divided by 4 by 3 pi r0 cube this is actually the mass of one nucleon, average mass of one nucleon. Then the total mass of the nucleus is equal to the average mass of one nucleon into the total number of nucleons. Ma. Therefore, the density ρ is equal to mass Ma divided by 4 by 3 pi r0 cube into A cancelled, so 3m divided by 4 pi r0 cube. See here students, m is constant, r0 is constant, other quantities are constant. That means density of nucleus is constant, which is independent of atomic number or mass number, etc. Okay. Then this value can be found out by putting the values of m, r0, etc. So r is equal to 3 into 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 divided by 4 into 3.14 into r0 cube. r0 is 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 15 all cube. And by putting this value, ρ is equal to 2.4 into 10 raised to 17 kilogram per meter cube. What a huge value is this. The density of ordinary matter like water is, for water ρ is equal to, of water is equal to 10 cube kilogram per meter cube. Compared to this ordinary matter, the density of nucleus is too heavy, which implies that the nucleus is a highly compact. That means a large number of protons and neutrons are occupied in a very small space, and this is the largest density even in the universe. Okay, so ρ is equal to 2.4 into 10 raised to 17 kilogram per meter cube. This high density indicates the compactness of the nucleus. Okay, that's all of first section. Thank you, students.